Mike Rowe, former host of the television show Dirty Jobs, fired back against a critic who accused him of siding with white nationalists in a Facebook post on Tuesday. Rowe posted on Facebook Tuesday a comment written to him. One of the tenets of white nationalism is that college-educated people are academic elitists. Comment? No. I'm not surprised. You never take a political stand because you don't want to alienate anybody. It's bad for business. I get it. But there is a current of anti-intellectualism in this country, promoted by Republicans. Those people love you, and they think your initiative is their initiative. Meanwhile, the rest of the world is kicking our ass academically. Since we're being candid, allow me to say how much I dislike your post, Rowe fired back. Everything about it annoys me: your smug and snarky tone, your appalling grammar, your complete lack of evidence to support your claims, and of course, the overarching logical fallacy that informs your entire position. Rowe then dismantled each of Atkins' unsubstantiated points. He lambasted celebrities for constantly broadcasting their political opinions as though their views have any impact on most Americans. I'm not going to share my personal feelings about Charlottesville, President Trump, or the current effort to remove thousands of statues of long-dead soldiers from the public square. Not just because it's bad for business, but because it's annoying. I can't think of a single celebrity whose political opinion I value, and I'm not going to assume the country feels any differently about mine. He then criticized the attempt to lump Republicans and white nationalists into the same group. You say that white nationalists believe that everyone who goes to college is an academic elite. You then say that Republicans promote anti-intellectualism. You offer no proof to support either claim, but it really doesn't matter. Your statements successfully connect two radically different organizations by alleging a shared belief. Thus, white nationalists and the Republican Party suddenly have something in common: a contempt for higher education. Then, you make it personal. You say that Republicans love me because they believe that my initiative and their initiative are one and the same. But of course, their initiative is now the same initiative as white nationalists. Very clever. Without offering a shred of evidence, you've implied that Republicans who support micro-REUTERS do so because they believe I share their disdain for all things intellectual. And poof, just like that, Republicans, white nationalists, and micro-REUTERS are suddenly conflated, and the next thing you know, I'm off on a press tour to disavow rumors of my troubling association with the Nazis. Rowe goes on to argue that millions of people across the political divide have concerns about the state of higher education, noting that universities are doing a poor job of preparing students for the real world. Millions of reasonable people, Republicans and Democrats alike, are worried that our universities are doing a poor job of preparing students for the real world. They're worried about activist professors, safe spaces, the rising cost of tuition, a growing contempt for history, and a simmering disregard of the First Amendment. These people are concerned that our universities, once beacons of free speech, now pander to a relatively small percentage of students who can't tolerate any political opinion that challenges their own. And they're concerned, deeply concerned, that millions of good jobs are currently vacant that don't require a 4-year degree, or any of the catastrophic debt that comes with it. In other words, Chug, I have no idea what the white nationalists think about my efforts, or the Republicans, the Democrats, the elitists, the Italians, the Presbyterians, the unions, or the self-proclaimed anti-intellectuals. And really, I couldn't care less. My question is, why do you? Rowe finished.